Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the finest Dawn of War Unification casts this side of East Yorkshire. And today we've got a 1 versus 1 on consecrated grounds. Playing northern side as the Dark Eldar, we've got Roman 228. Playing on the southern side as the Praetorian Guard, we've got Vася Ogrin. Ogrin will be opening with a couple of irregular squads, a Blood Axe encampment grounds, and a generator. Whereas Roman is going to go for a couple of Mandrake squads, a Dark Foundry, Plasma Generator, and an extra Plasma Generator just for the funsies. Been a while since we've seen Roman and Vася on the channel, so I hope you boys are doing well wherever in the world you may find yourself in. And yeah, Consecrated Grounds, we've not done this map in ever, I don't think. This is one of the new maps that have came out of the Unification update. Everyone's got 4 strategic points on their side, as well as a cheeky relic and a critical location on the far-flung areas. And yeah, it looks very much like a Praetorian place. As you can tell, the Praetorian HQ is of a similar style to all these other greyed out buildings. So in my head canon, it's basically Space London. It looks very similar to Space London, considering you've got all the dank trees and the lovely car parks with all the dishevelled kinds of cars knocking around. But hey ho, and we have got quite an interesting opening, as we've got bomber squigs for Vasa here. So I don't know how these guys do. Essentially, they've got no attack, no ranged or whatever. They walk in and explode. Now, how efficient these guys are at destroying things? We do have 3 bomber squigs and 3 mandrake, so is it just 1 squig kills 1 boy? We shall have to see. We'll do a little bit of a POV kind of thing going on. Do quite like their models as well. Just angry red faces and a whole bunch of bomb stuff on their backs. Let's see how they do. They run in. Oh, they've all, just that moment, all jumbled up together, but no kills on them. Almost a full kill. Almost a full squad, what should I say? Setting them on fire. No damage over time, though, even though they do have a fiery inferno going on them. But yeah, they managed to survive. So combine them with maybe an irregular section. Regulars fire at them. Bomber squig explode. And then they mop them up. But 100, I think they are like 105 requisition for them. So I don't know how efficient they are. We're going to go for a second bomb. And killing 1 of them. So not the most efficient use there. A lovely idea. Yeah, like I'd say, if these guys over here were then being backed up by some irregulars, that would be a completely different story altogether. And the Mandrakes aren't going to be doing much. The regimental statue has been built up. And even though the Praetorians are the least defensive of the guard factions, I would have to say, in my honest, humble opinion, they are still a guard faction, and they can still hide inside the regimental statues. I'm going to be concentrating on their relic over this side. We do have some Blood Axe mercs on the go. Have you gone for your munition storage things? No, not at the moment. So you are just going to basically be close combat dudes. Going to go for some more squigs as well. It's a bit of a tale of 2 cities, Dark Eldar versus Praetorians. Praetorians struggle quite a lot in the early game, whereas the early game is where the Dark Eldar thrive. They are going for some Reaver jet bikes now, gone for their homunculus laboratory as well. And I assume then you've also got spare money for tier 2 as well. Dark Eldar do like to go for quick tier 2, maybe getting some scourges and whatnot. You could also get their Dark Warriors out and get their Shredder Rifles on them. Here come some more squigs. Do they do AoE damage to their combat allies? We'll have to wait and see. Oh, they're just going to completely ignore them. Go straight for these boys over here. Don't try and ignore them. Convicts firing at them as well. Reaver jet bike moving in as best they can. And, yep. You know what? That's because the Reaver jet bikes cost a little bit of green as well. I think that might be an even trade there. Who knows, really? The regular's been brought down to 5 models. Mandrakes can cut through them very quickly. Blood Axe mechs turn their attention over to the Mandrakes. Now, ideally, you want your Blood Axe mechs to have the big shooters. So far, that's what I've seen from them, but no, just constant bomber squigs coming out. Love to see it. We have yet to see on the channel the bomber squigs even showing their faces. I'm just going to stand down and watch. That's nice. Like taking a dog for a walk, almost. Mandrakes are full on number. And if Roman is focusing a lot on having these Mandrakes, surprised that we're not seeing all their upgrades. It'd be nice to see these guys being infiltrated. It'd be cool if they had their poison blades as well. That'd be really, really useful for them. But I suppose they are denying this area to the Praetorians. Have they gone for the run? No, they are not. So they are contesting this side just because they can. The Mandrakes are doing a very good job. Well, that's Max just trying to focus on capturing this relic. And it looks like that Vasa is focusing primarily on using his bomber squigs to the best of his ability. Got to appreciate the dedication. Which ones are they going to go for? They're going to go for the ones over here. Probably best to send them over on this side. They explode and not breaking the morale. Mandrake's now back at 3 models again. Do we have are there any of these regulars? No, they're all irregulars. Like a triangle in a complicated maths question. And the Blood Axe mechs are... I mean, they're resisting the damage, but they will die eventually. The moment that they finish capturing that, Mandrakes then turn around to capture the relic all themselves. Conscripts, or convicts even, you're much better in a ranged kind of sense. You'd expect these guys to be a bit better in close combat, considering they've got big muscular arms. But there you go. More Reaver jetbikes on the way. Bomber squigs explode some more dudes. Almost getting a squad wipe there. They will retreat. Just in the nick of time. Irregulars over here have been shot at by the Reaver jetbike, and because of their very low health, our Reaver jetbike can cut through them infinitely quicker than normal. One Mandrake over here, so it does seem that the Praetorian are doggedly defending this area. An Orc bunker on the way. Love the spelling on these. In fact, 2 Orc bunkers. So a lot of money been spent on Tier 1. Current economy has been 68 and 10 compared to 98 and 30. Tier 2 on the way for the Praetorian Guard. Is it the same for you? No, the Dark Eldar. Keen to stay in Tier 1, which will definitely cause them problems later on. Because like I say, the longer the game goes on, the happier the Praetorians are. Dark Eldar really do boom in Tier 3. But it's a difficult Tier 2 for them against the Praetorians, I would have to say. Reaver jetbike going to run away as the convicts look for some more crimes to commit. Going to attempt to build up these Orc bunkers. Once these guys go up, the Orc bunkers are remarkably good as well. Reaver jetbike going to try and keep away from these bomber squigs. Oh no, just narrowly avoiding. Tickling their backsides with a flamer or 2. Black mechs continue to chase after these lads, but unable to get any squad wipes there, as everyone just goes about capturing their bits and bobs. Our bunker over here has been finished by the looks of things. Do you need someone inside you to activate your gun, maybe? We could have gone for a third Orc bunker. So that's a lot. Let's pop one down here as well. How much do you cost? Can't be that expensive, as you've still got plenty of money left over from everything. So maybe I should take it back. Maybe the Praetorian Guards are... Oh dear. Actually, yeah, you know what? I did poo-poo their defensive ability earlier on, but actually maybe if you go for the Orc path rather than the regular Praetorian path, maybe they are actually a lot more defensive than we give them credit for. Triple generator's been thrown down here. Lovely, almost synchronized dropping of those little boxes there. Also makes me think of that scene in Tarzan, when the people go to the jungle and drop their boxes over. And if any of you played, oh, what's it called? The game where you play a Sora and there's a blade with a key on it. Kingdom Hearts, that's what it is. And it's Kingdom Hearts 1, and you go to Tarzan's level, and there's that bit where you talk to the lady that's full of boxes. That's where my brain goes. That's where my brain goes indeed. Tower of Living being popped down on top of this lovely skull as well on top of their banner. And are you now going on your way to Tier... Yeah, it looks like you're in Tier 2 because that built add-ons fingers are there. Now, do you have your upgrade for the Reaver jetbikes? It does seem like it, as the DPS seems to have increased. I think these guys should be pretty good at killing infantry and heavy infantry. However, with all these Orc bunkers around, unless you're planning to sneak your way over on this side, but this dude has been upgraded as well. Don't think I've got any actual shooter bits on yet. Just normally. No, you don't. So when you're upgraded, you just basically bombard things. Look at that damage going onto that regimental statue. So definitely need some guys over. Oh, there's a whole smorgasbord of bomber squids coming over. And I mean, if it's AoE damage, if they can blow up the middle one, potentially they can actually kill all of them at once. Here comes some more. Yeah, you're just throwing them out. 105 requisition. One's dead. These guys are going to have to run away as best they can. Can they kill the regimental statue? No, they're going to have to keep on going. Dear oh dear. I absolutely love this. This is the new meta. I hope this is the way forward. We've got the vehicle forge being finished. Now, is Bastia going to go for the standard Hermes Sentinels? I don't know if he is. He's just setting up all his stuff over here. He's going for that Praetorian Mortar emplacement. And so his economy, well, at least the green money economy is nice and safe over on this side. And the Chimera of all things. Oh my goodness, can you put bomber squigs inside the Chimera, send the Chimera over here, drop things off and blow things up? I wonder how effective you guys are. I mean, you're apparently effective against vehicles. So I assume you also do a lot of damage against buildings as well. My goodness. There's lots of very inappropriate jokes I can make about this. I'm not going to make for obvious reasons. But you know the jokes I could potentially make. We're in London. Things explode. Etc, etc. Amen. Munition store's been built up by Vася, and the Blood Axe mechs will be benefiting from some much sorely needed weapon upgrades. We've got the the Night Shields research. We should make vehicles a little bit more substantial, but there are no more vehicles to really shout out about. I assume that they all died from going up against the Orc bunkers. Double Chimeras on the way, and one of them is going for a twin-linked heavy bolter. So it makes it a bit more deadly in the range department. Here comes a lovely triangle, actually. Like swans moving out for summer. Or, actually, swans don't leave, do they? Whatever birds leave. Pigeons. Blue tits. I don't know. But there we go. I mean, that was, what, 400 blue to kill one listing post? Can you decap there? No. Obvious reasons. Fair enough. But if you could, though. Fun if you could. We've got a Venom on the way. Oh, I completely forgot that this is a Unification. For a second I thought, oh yeah, they're doing the Soulstorm vanilla build. We know the Venom is quite a lethal beast. Like a Reaver Jetbike, but, well, just harder to kill, really. And these bombers are being taken down, exploding very unceremoniously. Here comes a brigade of Chimeras. And that's a lot of Mandrakes I've caved on here. Still no infiltration on these guys. You'd think, if with all this investment, that the infiltration would be the absolute prime research to go for. But they managed to get this. They're going to decap it.
Instructions.
But can these guys escape all these twin-linked heavy bolters? I don't think so. Also getting a little bit of a slur on that weapon as well. That's pretty nifty. Pretty cool. I mean, not from the perspective of the Dark Eldar. Now, the Venoms, as you can see, I don't know, again, the unit cards are fraught with doubt. You can't really believe in all of them, but the unit card is to be believed in. They will pack quite the punch against the infantry, but it's the Chimeras now that's the real issue here. They are going to go for some heat lances. It should help them cut through the armour of the Chimeras. But are they going to commit, or are they just going to wait for some more numbers? I assume that'll be the smart thing to do. Population is full, going for another slave chamber. And yeah, the Dark Eldar just sitting on the back lines for the moment. What's that spinny thing? Oh, it's just a spinny thing. Never mind. Oh, something cool and interesting for a second then. There we go. There goes the heat lances. And when they hit their target, like they want, very quickly breaking them down. So Chimera is going to be very quickly deleted. Yeeted and deleted, as the kids would say. Bomber Squigs attempting to go around the flanks. Don't know if they're quick enough there. Wonderful idea in the early game. I mean, they weren't all that effective in the early game, to be fair, but, you know, cool idea all the same. But don't know how effective they're going to be against these fast, nimble Drukhari vehiculars. Oh, managed to take down one. And how expensive are you? Can we see? No, at the moment you're only going for Reaver jet bikes. Fair enough, keep your secrets, Mr. Roman228, if that's even your real name. Drake's decapping stuff over here. Obviously, they're thinking about it. They're stood around. And we're going to go for a Tank Commander Exterminator. So here comes that late game Praetorian tank nonsense. They are in tier 3 now. Are the Dark Eldar are about to go into tier 3 once to get some more tortured slaves. Current economy is 153 and 79 compared to 92 and 79. Also going to go for the leader health. So that, I assume then you're going to go for some leaders? Going to go for a commander or two? It would make sense if you're going to go for that vehicle, or if you're going to go for that research. We're not seeing any leaders at the moment. Look at the bomber squigs. And only doing half health to that Venom, so actually not all that useful. I wonder if you costed his squad cap. I'm sure some of you Praetorian players can answer me in the comments below. Very nice stuff. Quadruple Reaver jet bikes. They've got their Night Shield armor on, but that's not where you want to be. Valiant attempt, but especially when that tank commander comes out. Also going to go for some more chimeras as well. Don't know how effective this tank commander is going to be against all those Venoms, if there are any more Venoms left. There is... Oh, they've got two more Venoms. But 5,200 health. That is... what? That's nearly 4 Venoms worth of health. Nearly a bajillion million Reaver jetbacks worth of health. Here comes the regulars. The mighty bayonets. And they're not doing a terrible amount of damage. But they are being slaughtered themselves. They will go down with very little fight. Here come the Venoms. And this whole area here, Praetorian's not been defending. Oh, they've even gone for tier 4. Yeah, I mean, all this defense over here, very nice. But Dark Eldar, they've seen a weakness. And that's what they're going to go for. Regimental statue once again being shot down. Dark Eldar also got lots of money to spend. But I assume that they're going to leave that for their tier 3 shenanigans. But they've now seen the tier 4. Oh, no, they're going to shoot it down very quickly. Those Heat Lancers. Great against buildings by the looks of things. And that's really frustrating because that's quite an expensive building as well. Now going to turn their attention to the company HQ, but probably better targets to go for. Praetorian, Murtaur in placement on the back lines. But no, I assume, yeah, the regimental statues is definitely the way to go for in this. Tank Commander attempting to catch up with them. We'll probably get them both. Just going to stand their ground and see if they can just get one more. Oh, never mind. So close. That would have been a wonderful trade-off, getting that down the tier 4 building and also this off. They're now in tier 3. And here come the Grotesques. As the Eldar, or the Drukhari even, enter tier 3. Things are looking a bit bleak for the Praetorians. Got a Shadow Sword income. Oh, so you must have built this before this structure was destroyed, sir. Not all is lost for the mighty nation-state of Praetoria. Going to build their Sacred Company standard over on this side, which makes sense. This way everything's defensible. The Grotesques, just so much health, so much damage that these guys can do. Maximum fire models in there. Go for some more Shadowfields research as well. And a Soul Cage, tier 4 for them. Hecky flip, it's not every day you get to see 2 factions go to tier 4, more or less at the same time. I mean, I suppose the Praetorians were a little bit advanced in that, but they've been reset. Little jetback over here, been bothered. Yeah, so all this research into the vehicle shields, I assume then, what, you're going to get that Soul Cage up, and then maybe get a, oh, what is it, like a Phoenix flying thingamadoodad. Can never remember what the Dark Eldar's flying vehicles are called, but their relic units are remarkably good in the sense that a lot of them fly, and so they're able to just basically circumvent all this cover, which the Praetorian Guard won't be able to benefit from. They'll have to maneuver around all these places. And if they can get a fight somehow in this negative cover, there isn't much negative cover on the map, to be honest. It's just these little landing strips here. I've also gone for some plague stabby stuff as well as some elf upgrades for their infantry. Not sure. Does your weapon... I assume that you now do poison damage as well. Be quite useful for you. Razor Wing Jet Fighter. That's not a relic unit, I don't think, but it is still quite a beefy piece of tech. Not pushing in. In fact, no one's actually moving in all that far. Big shooters going on the Blood Axe Mercs. Plenty of stuff to shout home about. And here comes the Shadow Sword. Slow, lumbering. The long cigar of a cannon barrel. Now, how effective will you be against aircraft as you flutter across the battlefield? But yeah, I mean, there's still not much defense going on here. In fact, they've even built up a munition store here, which I don't get this, because this increases your vehicle cap, which is great. But you've got all your defensive stuff here, so you may as well build it on this side where it's safe. This ain't keeping no one safe. They've even built up another company HQ down here for additional plasma generator stuff. Economy's being 110 and 78 compared to 212 and 104. Very standstilly game at the moment. Everyone's building up their armies. Reaver Jetbike has spotted the Shadow Sword. He's probably shitting bricks at the moment. So quick, let me decap this. Don't mind me. And they're split in half by the... I mean, how many las cannons have you got on a Shadow Sword? That's like 1, 2... Oh, only 2. Only 2. I suppose you don't need that many when you've got that big stonking barrel on the front of you. Who else have we got going on? We've also got the Tier 1 Titan unlock on the way. Where is that? Oh, you're over here. Okay. Finishing off because it wasn't repaired. It's a nice little get there. Although taking a significant amount of damage from that tank commander. And oh, we're seeing a battle wagon. There we go. Are you any different from the regular battle wagon? I don't think you are, but just three boys having the best of times. One of those old school helmets from the models from way back. If any of you played tabletop back in the day, which I'm sure some of you did. Yeah, Shadow Sword. Oh, sorry, the Razor Wing. Not going to focus on all these bits and bobs, because why not? Because no one's defending them. It's all here. That's Mercs. I don't think any of you have gone for your missile launchers, and now you're all sat in negative cover. This is the perfect time for you to sit down and blow things up, but I suppose the Razor Wing is quite a lightly armoured beast. What else going on? More mandrakes. I was going to go for the Vrax, or the Rax even. The Rax and Grotex combination is quite a strong one indeed. Also got that Raven in there for anti. I mean, you actually do quite a lot of damage against all sorts. And the Shadow Gate. I want to see the Shadow Sword do some stuff there. Move in, destroy something. But I suppose you don't really want to waste all that money. We're going to speed things up just a smidgy. Oh, never mind, there's actually going on over here. Never mind me. We don't need to speed things up, because things are happening. Blood Axe rolling on forward. And one thing I've not seen the Praetorian players do so far is that the Praetorian Guard do have... I mean, they've got the Blood Axe Orcs, which are amazing. They've got their tanks, which are amazing. But one feature of the Praetorian Guard is that... Oh, what's going on here? Please say that you're dropping off more bomber squigs. Oh, I hope you are. Yes, there we go. I mean, doing no damage against grotesques. It's a nice idea. Yeah, they've got lots of access to heroes as well, do the Praetorian Guard. I haven't really seen them being used all that much. I wonder if it's because we're still at that early stage of the update, or because they're just a bit pants. Who knows, but... Battle wagon over there being shot up. Black Smirk's being sliced and diced by the Rax. The Rax are dealing with the damage quite well. Also having some sort of negative effect being done to them. Which I'm not sure what it is, but it's something. Commander continuing to throw down some big booms. But the Blood Axe Mercs are not standing up to this punishment whatsoever. Bloodthirsty beasts are these lads. And do you have a... Is that just an acolyte? Oh, right, okay, that you just come to the unit. Second, I thought you were a Dark Eldar hero. Oh yeah, they're just going to completely ignore everything. And now the grotesques and the Shadow Finishing up. Good lord, that's a really loud sound, whatever that is. Please stop that. You have all those orcs on that side are deaded. Now seeing the extra starched shirts though. For increased infantry. Whether that only happens to the Praetorian infantry or not, I don't know. They've got the soldiers' mess now. And it might be an idea to start transitioning to the Grenadiers. And oh, I can't remember whatever the American squad was called. Is it Stormhammer? And a Shadow Sword. So two big tanks. Resonant Jet Fighter. Won't stand up too much fire from them. Will go down. Grotesques. Yes, okay, fair enough. Like I said, they can take quite the beating, but against two mighty tanks, not entirely sure how they'll do. Although from the Shadow Gate comes the Reaper, and the Reaper's remarkable anti-vehicle capacities, also incredibly fast. Not really cool model. Makes me think of like the Dark Corsairs fighting ships and whatnot. Which, just on a side note, it's a real shame that Battlefleet Gothic 2 does not have a replay mode, because I would absolutely love to do some casts of that game, but nope, the developers said no thank you, we don't want to be a popular game on YouTube. Tank Commander being surrounded and being shot down, well not shot down, being punched down more or less. But the Cabal Fortress can't take too many shots from that Shadow Sword. It's got quite the long recharge rate on that gun, but I suppose for something that does that much damage, there go, a big boom there. Thankfully they've got another Cabal Fortress down over here being built. The whole base is going to go up in flames, and the base trading potential is definitely in the favour of the Praetorian Guard. These guys will run in, but they don't have the ability to smash through all this stuff. Also the Orc bunkers and this just sheer amount of anti-tank teams and the looted Lehman Russ. In my head, it's not really looted, it's probably just donated. Or maybe because of heresy, the Praetorian guards say, whoops, we've left a tank in the middle of a field. I hope no one loots this. And of course, the Blood Axe makes me, ooh, tank, I like tanks.
Where did you get
It's a bit of a misplaced assault going on here. These guys don't really have the firepower to take on all these tanks. They're just basically holding it all on the line for the Reaper. The Reaper is about to pop. Here it is, look at that. Beautiful colour scheme as well. Red and yellow. What a handsome fella. And a constant beam coming in. Doesn't do incredible singular damage, but just that firing rate will bring him down very, very quickly. Battle Forge is only on half health at the moment, so might actually be able to do some damage to it, but the Shadow Sword is turning around. Will fire one big boom into that. And one blast brings it down to half health. But Shadow Sword goes down. Oh, sorry, the Baneblade, or whatever that was called, goes down. Stormhammer, that's what it's called. People are going to fall back. Shadow Sword going to be in hot pursuit. Can he escape? Oh, just narrowly. He's swift, he's nimble. No one's going to bring him down. Might need to bring a torture slave over to repair him. Now he's going to be very, very careful. One shot from that big man, and he's gone down, and probably the life and soul of the Dark Eldar too. You have the money to buy a new one? No, you don't. You don't have that kind of economy that the Praetorians have. I mean, you've got that much money, whereas these guys have got that much money, which is a lot of money. You audio listeners, I do apologise. That was probably not the most useful piece of information in the world. Oh dear, the Reaper survives 25 health. I've been shot down by the anti-tank crews. That's emotional, man. Totes immersion, my dudes. Totes immersion, indeed. Dark Eldar having to regain their tier as well from losing the HQ. So effectively back in tier 1 at the moment. Don't think they're able to actually buy any more things from the Shadow Gate, even if they wanted to. These guys, though, they're cutting through. Shadow Sword as best they can. They're still alive. Resisting all that incoming damage. So only they can. And again, still the Shadow, the Mandrakes. Still not got the infiltration. The Alpha and Strain. They've also got their standard bearer in there as well. Allows them to regain the morale when it's broken. Oh, we've got a trumpeter. Oh, the trumpeter standing over here with the commissar. They're just watching. Look at them. Having a grand old time. Yes, gentlemen, I'll play with tune while you engage in glorious hand-to-hand combat. Who can blame him, really? We've got, Lilith Hespex, or Hesperax, whatever you call her. She's a cool model. She was part of the, when the Sisters of Battle and the Dark Eldar had like a joint box set for them. Do you believe that we had a theme game of that a long, long time ago? At least we tried. We need to do more themed games, but people don't seem to like to play them. Look at her charging. Bonking that dude on the face. Got the Archon in there as well, just for good measure. Finally seeing those heroes on the go. These guys having the morale being shot to pieces by Lilith. And the Dark Eldar just don't seem to be dying. They've got another Stormhammer over here though. And I think just the sheer amount of money that they have. Sure, they might lose stuff, but they can always buy it again, can't they? Go, Commissar, go! Shoot him down! Oh no, the Archon giving him that pimp slap. Keeping his hands strong, as they say. Human Russ goes down. And the Rex and the Grotesques still fighting strong. Now we're going to turn their attention to the Stormhammer. Dark Foundry about to go down. What a crying shame. Move backwards. Another Shadow Sword. Yeah, it's just constantly building up the big relic units. What can the Dark Eldar do at this point? Got battle wagons as well. Convicts will come in for some repair jobs. Charging into the Doom more or less in this really well-entrenched position, I do have to say. Also going to go for that tier 2 Titan lock as well. Good Lord in heaven. And Roman 228 sees the writing on the wall, and that is all for him. So yeah, it's interesting. So he standard Dark Eldar opening, quite like it, you know. Was able to do a lot of stuff with his Mandrakes. Again, as I've said a million times, if there was infiltration on them, Might have been able to do a lot more sneaky nonsense. And tier 3, I mean, again, he got all the right things. He got the grotesques, he got the racks, but the Praetorians just had infinite economy. And so, yeah, it was just a case of just having more money than sense, being able to constantly rebuild their stuff. And yeah, I'd love the bomber squig as well. Never seen them before in the game. So we'll certainly play around with those in my spare time and see if we can make some sort of meta build out of that. But it does seem that the Orc opening is the superior way to go for the Praetorians at this present moment in time. So cheers for playing the game, boys, and cheers to you at home for watching. And one spot channel, have a look at the old Patreon. £1 a month gets you once a game a week, and there is also a Discord, where Discord things happen. Link to the description as always. I've been Mr. Landshark, pleasure's always never short, and I'll see you in a bit. Peace!